Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about these three statements here: converse, inverse, and contrapositive. Um, you need to remember these words, and you need to remember how to what they actually mean, right? So let me start off with the first one, converse. Okay, they're really easy to understand actually. Right, let's take the statement P implies Q. Okay, the converse of that statement would be Q implies P. Okay, so this is the converse here. Okay, so P implies Q. The converse of that statement is Q implies P. So what does that mean? So for example, let's say if it's sunny, then I will go swimming or something like. I'll go for a jog. Okay. The converse would be if I go for a jog, then it's sunny. Right? Really simple. So you may be asked a really simple question like, P is like it's sunny, and Q is I'll go for a jog. Write the converse of P implies Q. Okay. Now it could also be something like this. Not Q implies not P, and then you write the converse of that. Okay. So that's the converse. Okay. So P implies Q is the basic statement, and Q implies P is the converse. Okay. Now let me talk to you about the inverse now. The inverse. Okay, so the inverse. So inverse. P implies Q is the basic statement. Then the inverse would be not P implies not Q. So for example, if someone said to you P is a statement, sunny, and Q is a statement, I go for a jog, and someone said to you, write the inverse, then the inverse would be if it's not sunny, then I will not go for a jog. Right? Simple as that. So that's one thing you need to remember. That's the inverse. Not P implies not Q. That's the inverse of P implies Q. Okay? So you have had converse, inverse, and now the last one to look at is contrapositive. Okay, the contrapositive is the following. P implies Q. Then the contrapositive would be not Q implies not P. So for example, let's use that example that this was through with it being sunny, this was through going for a jog, then this would be if I don't go for a jog, then it's not sunny. Alright, okay, so that would be the contrapositive. Okay, so now you just need to remember it. Now you may get asked a simple question like, write the contrapositive of this statement as a sentence, or that would be it really. Okay, so that's the type of thing you get asked. Really simple. So just remember these three words: converse, inverse, contrapositive. So let's just recap them. Okay. So P implies Q is the basic statement. The converse is Q implies P. The inverse is not P implies not Q. And the contrapositive is not Q implies not P. Okay, so that's it. That's all you need to remember, right? And just commit it to memory. Okay, I'm going to stop it now.